2 weeks ago today, I had no equipment for painting at all. I had no brushes, no paint, no nothing. But that weekend, I had set out on a mission to try and pick up the materials that I need to get started and embark on the journey of trying to learn to paint and see if I can be any good at it, see if I would enjoy it. And, I would say I was probably 50-50. I thought there was an equally good amount of chance that I would totally stink at it and my models would look worse than if I just left them alone. And maybe there's another chance that I would actually do okay at it and that it would look decent. And I'm happy to report that I think it went really well. Like, I had a lot of fun doing it. I learned a lot, and I realized that wow, it's not that hard to make things look good. You just need some time, and you gotta look at a couple things, get a couple different suggestions out there on different techniques, and you just need to try it. I mean, really, you just gotta get a brush in your hand and get some paint on the brush and just start. And if you watching are somebody who you've been questioning, should you try it? Should you tackle it? Would you be any good? I can say from my experience, like, I'm not an artist. I can't draw. I don't paint. It's like there's not much there. But I tried it, and they look pretty decent, I think. So I know you can do it. Like, really, just get out there, buy some starter stuff, buy some brushes, just give it a try. There's a couple different techniques that you should kind of learn, a couple different things you should get, and with those things, I think that you can go a long way. And really, all you gotta do is prime your model. Then you gotta put some color on it. Just get some colors and a small brush, and just get some color on there. Then learn a technique called dry brushing. Tons of videos out there on how to do it. You're basically putting some paint on your brush, then wiping it off till where it's not really leaving anything more, and then you start lightly brushing over the models. And it starts to bring out some of the highlights and the high points in the model. And that technique alone can make things look really cool really fast. And then lastly is learning how to do a wash, or Citadel calls it a shade. There's a really thin liquid that you put on the model. It sinks into the low points and basically kind of makes them darker. It really kind of brings to life your models. Those things right there, those are the things that I learned, and I'm very happy. So I'll post some pictures here in the video for you to see. This one here I'm most proud of. He is the Acolyte hero from the game Myth. Actually, all these models are from Myth. And I just put some brown and some blue, some orange on there, and then hit it with a wash. And that was really about it. He looks really cool. Also did this guy. He's the Outsider from Myth. He's another hero. Kind of dull on the colors. I probably could have done a better job kind of brightening him up a little bit. But, the picture of him is actually quite dull anyway. His skin is kind of that purplish, dull purple color. But, he still looks pretty decent. Then I've got the Crawler minions, both ranged and melee. And you can see that the ranged have, they spit poison. So they've got the green poison sacs on their head, and the melee do not. So there's no green on them. So there's a good distinguishing color factor there between those. And then, okay, so this one is my least favorite of all of them. These are the Stalkers. These are captains. And the tails and the pinchers there basically look like, I don't know, mom jeans or something. They look denim. It's not what I was going for. Not super happy with it, but ultimately, I just kind of had to say, yeah, let's move on. I can't get it, and that's okay. but they still look better than gray plastic, I think, so I'm fine with that. And then lastly, what I'm working on now is the like the orc minions, really. These are called grubbers. And I fully painted 3 of them because there's 3 different variations. And as you can see, you know, they turned out pretty good. Like, they got good muscle definition. That's from the wash. And you know, I'm happy with them. So, and I still have a bunch of those guys to paint because there's multiple of each of those. So anyway, like, I would say good progress for a couple of weeks for me. I mean, it turned out better than I thought. I got more done than I thought. And again, I feel like if I can do that, you can do that too. So what's next? So I do hope to continue bringing more painting stuff to this channel. I hope to add more of what I'm doing there, try to talk about any sort of techniques or interesting things that I'm learning about different products or techniques or whatever it might be. You know, if any of you have any comments, suggestions, anything, whether it's about different products to use or you seeing that something that I'm doing could be improved, sort of technique, if there's even a video, somebody else's video that you think did a phenomenal job that I should check out to learn something from, I'd love to hear it. So please, you know, post a comment, let me know. I'll definitely see it. So hope to add that, and I may even add my son. He's 11, and I'm trying to kind of get him more into gaming, and now that I'm into this, I'd like to see if he's into kind of, you know, modeling and painting. So I got him a little World War II airplane that we're going to work on putting together and painting. So I'm really excited about that. Really even more excited to see if he enjoys it and keep up the progress. So I might add some of that too. And then there's just, I have a whole host of questions. You know, watering down paint. When should you do it? Why should you do it? What techniques employ it? I get it. If you add water to it, it's going to be more transparent, so the background color is going to come out more. It's going to be a thinner application. But you know, when's the best times to use things like that? Finishing. You know, I have this product. A lot of people seem to recommend the Tester's Dull Coat. This doesn't say Dull Coat anywhere, but I think if you get the spray lacquer with the you know, foggy top on it, I think that's ultimately it. I think they rebranded it or something. But there's spray-on finishes. There's brush-on finishes. Like, is there a better time to use one or the other? Is one or the other better? You know, I don't know. Brush care. Are there products or different chemicals or whatever that I should be washing my brushes in? Because all I'm doing right now is really water. I'm trying to get all the paint off as good as I can and just let them dry. Shading, like, well, not shading, but gradient. Like, how do I transition a red to a yellow and hit that spectrum in between and have it be a real smooth transition? I don't know that I'll need that all too much, but that'd be a really cool technique to know. So things like that I want to explore and, you know, figure it out. It's all kind of part of the painting. I'm going to try to keep to the basics for a while, though. I mean, I should. It's been less than 2 weeks. I'm just going to keep hitting it up and try to get good at what I know before adding too much, but that's kind of what's up to come. So if you've watched my videos along the way, thanks for watching that. I know one guy in particular gave me some good suggestions, and I really appreciate that. So if you want to comment at all, give me any sort of helpful feedback or whatever, that would be great. But anyway, I hope to see you again. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.